So, good morning, Sir Samuel. Some of your classmates are not
Morning.
present, but we will continue our class. So, for today, we'll be configuring
Yes,
Flutter so that you can run it without error, okay?
yes, sir.
So, I'll just share my screen. Just a moment. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, the first thing that you need is for you to have Android Studio. Android Studio. So you need to download and install Android Studio. Did you
Uh,
already install Android Studio?
yes, sir.
So after downloading and installing Android Studio, you need also to download Flutter. Flutter download. So here is Flutter.
Yes, sir.
So you need to download the SDK. This one,
Yes, sir.
I already have the SDK with me. Here
Yes,
it is. Here is the SDK. Once you download the SDK, you need to save it on drive C.
yes, sir.
So it's on drive C here. Now, there are two things that you need to do in, in the development phase so that you can access Flutter and Android Studio.
Yes,
The
sir.
first one is Flutter as an executable directory called bin. This is the executable directory. And Android Studio also has an executable directory for its emulator. So we'll go first with the Flutter. So you copy the executable folder, then you need to open the environment variables. Environment variables. This is the one. Okay, this is the environment variable. Now you need to edit the environment variable and go to path, this one, and click new or edit. So it's better you just click edit and click new. So if you click new, you add the executable folder to your environment variable, similar to this. Okay? So you need to add it. So after adding it, it means that it can be accessed on the terminal or the CLI. The other one is the Visual Android Studio emulator folder. Usually, the emulator folder is located under the user, the name of the user, app data, local, Android Studio, SDK, and emulator. This is the folder. You copy this folder path, and add it on the environment variable. So this one, I already added it. I have Flutter, I have Android. Got it? Then okay. Did you get that, sir?
Wait, sir. Oh, Android. Oh,
Okay. Did you get that? Did you add it on your environment settings?
not
So we'll go back to it. What part?
the Android emulators, sir.
Okay, the Android emulator, you already installed Android Studio, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
to do that, to add the emulator, go to Drive C. Okay, open Drive C.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll open Drive C. Wait, You go to users.
Users.
Did you see users?
Yes, sir.
Now, look for your user account, your name. The user you use to install the Android Studio. You look for it. Did you find it?
Uh,
How many users do you have?
Android Studio. Sir, I have only 2 users. I didn't create the ski folder.
Okay, you have 2 users.
Yes,
Which user did you install it?
wait, sir.
It should be the one that you are using. That's the user.
Android. App data local. Ah, sir, is it the file, the app data hidden, sir?
Yes,
Ah,
you
okay.
pick up data hidden. This one.
App data local and and Android SDK. Yes, sir.
So again,
Yes, sir.
okay, now go to local.
Yes, sir.
Then you go to Android.
Yes, sir.
Then SDK.
Yes, sir.
Then emulator.
Emulator.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, you copy this path. Copy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, finish copying?
Yes, sir.
Are you finished copying it?
Yes, sir.
Now go to environment variables.
Yes, sir.
Click environment variables.
Yes, sir.
Then click path. Edit.
Edit and add, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Now click new.
Yes, sir.
Paste the path.
Uh, yes, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the first one. The next one is the Flutter. Flutter. Okay, are you ready for the Flutter?
Uh, I've done for the Flutter, sir.
You already added the Flutter?
Yes, sir. The Flutter bin.
Yes, already added.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we will test whether they are now working. Okay?
Yes, sir.
The first one, is when open a terminal. 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 Okay. So this is our terminal. Got it?
The CMD, sir.
Yes, terminal.
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Here you will type Flutter, small caps, sorry, Flutter doctor.
Huh?
Okay, you got it? Flutter doctor?
Wait, sir. Look. Yes, sir.
Okay na?
Yes, sir.
Next, you enter. So it will check your Flutter installation.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you see any error?
The Android toolchain is yellow and Visual Studio is X, sir.
Okay. So under Android toolchain
Yes, sir.
is yellow.
Yes.
Can you share the screen, your screen, so I can take a look?
Okay, sir. Mm. Uh, Sir, can you stop the sharing, sir?
Okay, okay, just a moment. Sorry. Okay.
Mm.
So you see you have an error on your toolchain.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in order for you to remove that, open Android Studio.
Android Studio, sir.
Yes, open Android Studio.
Uh,
Okay, wait. Click more action. Click SDK Manager. Now, click SDK Tools tab.
uh, Tools.
No, 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 no. Look at the screen. There are three tabs: SDK Platform, SDK Tools, SDK Updates. Click the tools.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, look for tools. That's the one. Okay, check it. Now, click OK. Then OK. So, we'll wait for it to finish. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then finish. Now, wait. Go back to your terminal. Yes, the Flutter Doctor. So, you have Android license. Now, you need to run that command. Do you see the command? This one,
Yes,
this,
sir.
this one. Flutter Doctor / Android
Uh,
licenses. Okay. It will ask you yes or no. Answer Y, yes. Enter. Y, 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 Y. Okay, now run Flutter Doctor again. Okay. Okay, so it's now working. Okay, it's now working. Now let's go back to Android Studio. Okay, more, click more. Yes, device. We will add a device. You already have one. Okay, so no problem. Close it, close it.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
go to the terminal.
Mm.
Terminal. Go to the terminal.
Yes, sir.
Just a moment. Type emulator.
Huh?
Emulator. Close the window, close the window. Open another one. Emulator. Type emulator. That's the, I cannot understand it, sorry.
It's uh,
It's in Korean.
uh, it is in the
Okay, no matter. Emulator. Okay, we'll run it directly on Android Studio. You can close, okay, close it for a moment.
yes, sir.
Okay, go to more, virtual device, then play, click play. So we can run it. So we'll use emulator. Okay, so you already have the running SDK. You can minimize Android Studio for now. Do not close the device. Okay, you can close Android Studio. Yes, you can close that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Go to your terminal.
Terminal.
Terminal. Okay. Go to your root folder, cd slash.
C.
Yes, cd. Yes. Enter. Make a directory. Name Flutter project. Create a directory name Flutter project. No. Make a directory. mkdir. Type mkdir. M
MTBI, sir.
MK, letter K.
MK.
Yes. MK. MK. Now, the name space Flutter projects. So that is where you will put all of your, no space, no space. Okay, project. Enter. Now, go inside it. Go inside that, no, go inside Flutter project folder.
Ah,
No, the terminal, in the terminal. Okay. CD,
ah,
Flutter project. Okay, now let's create our first project. Type Flutter,
no,
create space, create space, hello world. Okay, enter. Let's see if it will work. Okay.
yes, sir.
Now, type dir, enter.
Okay.
You see, you have a folder name hello world.
Mm,
Look at the folder. You have an hello world.
yes.
No, do not open the Explorer. You have a folder. Look carefully. Hello world. Yes. Go inside it. CD. Hello world. Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Now dir. So you have to be inside your project folder. Okay.
yes, sir.
Now type Flutter space run. Enter. Let it finish. Uh,
One.
connected device. Choose. Why is it? It should detect the device.
Mm,
Windows. Can you try one? Should not ask for that. Should detect.
mm,
Should open it in the phone. Okay, we have an error. Type Flutter Doctor. We'll check again. Flutter.
what's better?
Okay, Flutter Doctor. No, no, no. Just type Flutter Doctor. So there's no
First,
problem. Okay, this is what we will do. Type code
so,
space period. Enter.
uh, uh,
Okay, it will open Visual Studio. Okay, I trust. Okay, so okay, close that welcome tab. Look, yes, click yes for Dart and Platter. No, no, do not open that. Okay. So you see the tab bar at the right side. You have a file. No, no, the left side. Sorry, left side. Go tap at the top. Okay.
uh,
Okay. You see the icons on the left side.
this one, sir.
Yes, that's the one. Click the port icon.
Port,
Yes, that one. Extension. Sorry, sorry.
I see.
If icon. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Click the type Dart.
Already installed the third and
Already
fifth.
installed.
Yes, sir.
Ah, that's good. That's good. Okay, we'll try to run the application. Go to the yes first. Yes, that one. Uh, Click library. Yes, main Dart. That's the one. Okay, where is that? Okay. Can you allow me to take control?
Yes, sir. How to,
How to do that? Wait.
yes, sir.
We have two screens. How can you?
Ah,
I have no access to your screen.
wait, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Ah, mm,
Is it ready, sir?
mm, yes, sir.
Can you share your screen and allow me to take control of it?
Uh, wait. Oh, mm, 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 yes, sir. And then, yes, sir.
Okay. Buttons. Right, I'm still not able to click any part of your screen.
Uh, how?
Okay, I'll try. Okay. Is it working? I think it's not working.
Wait, sir.
Can you try again? Because I think I'm able to access your other screen, but your
I think that was the uh Zoom, sir. Now it's beautiful.
do you see the play button at the top right side?
Yes, sir.
At the top right side, there is a button. It's a play button with a
Ah,
insect. Okay, click the. Okay, it's already launching. Okay, so no problem. It should run on your phone now. So we'll wait for it. Still compiling it.
yes, sir.
The first time it will run, it will take a few minutes. The next time, it will be faster.
Yes, sir.
Let it run for a while. I'll be back in 3 minutes, okay?
Okay, sir.
I'll just get a copy. Just a moment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just wait for it. It's still finishing. Now you have your running app. Not now, not now. Click not now on the, yes, okay. See, you have your app running. Okay, click plus sign. So it's now working, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're now ready. So I'll explain to you the app, the different parts of the app. So you can finish the project based on the presentation, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you allow me to share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we already have Visual Studio installed, Flutter, the Dart, Xcode is already running, and you already have your emulator working, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you create your first Flutter app. The command is very simple. You just type Flutter create, then the name of the app. So I'll create my, in just a moment, I'll open a folder so that you will see how fast it is to create a Flutter object. For example, on this folder, I'll open a terminal for this folder. So as I have said, to create a Flutter app, we just type Flutter, create the command, and the name of the app. So hello world.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it will create the project. The project will be on a directory. So this is the project.
Oh.
So you go inside hello world. So these are the file. So you have the file here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now you need to load the file inside VS Code. But before you do that, be sure you have a a virtual phone running because we will use it to run the application. That's
Yes.
the reason you have to put the emulator on the pad. But if your pad or the emulator is not working, you can run the emulator directly from Android Studio.
Yes, sir.
Actually mine is working emulator. So here I have an emulator.
Mm.
Now, if it's not working, you can directly open
Sure.
it using the
Hundreds.
Android Studio and go to Virtual Device Manager
Yes, sir.
and click play. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I'll make it very simple. For example, here I can use Pixel. It will open
Oh.
my virtual device from command line. Be sure if you do that, do not close this one. If you close this, it will also close the
Oh.
application, the virtual device.
Yes, sir.
Or you can go directly to the device manager and click play. It will launch the device. Okay, similarly, it will launch the device. So this is the device.
Yes, sir.
Then you can close this. Now we'll open the code. We'll open our Flutter project. I'll open a terminal here. To open this in Visual Studio, you just type code. Be sure that you are inside your project. Okay? Then press period. Then enter. It will open your Flutter project.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you already did that, right?
Yes, sir.
This is always asking. Okay, close this one. Okay, so this is your Flutter project. This is your Flutter project. Now, at the top you have several menus. Run, start the debugging, run without debugging. Now, all of the files, I will show it to you. So this is your icon. This
Yes.
is your file explorer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this file explorer. You want to search the file. If you want to put your code in Git, which is very good. You want to run it.
Yes, sir.
You want to add an extension. Okay. These are the best extension that you need to have. You need to have Dart for the application to run and Flutter. Okay. Then you need to install this one. Awesome Flutter snippets. This will auto complete your Flutter code. Help you auto complete. Now let's talk about the different part of your Flutter. So this is the project. That's the part that we created. Now it has several folders. You see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the root folder, this is the root folder.
Yes, sir.
Hello world. Inside the hello world, you have IDEA Android. Did you see it? IDEA and Android on your
Yes, sir.
IDEA and Android.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the reason for this? Your Flutter app or the Flutter environment development is basically a multi-platform development environment. That
Yes.
means when you create a Flutter application, it can run on both Android and iOS.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Android part.
Yes, sir.
When you configure the Android part, this is what you will use. For the iOS, this is the one. Example, you want to change the icon of your app on the Android side, you need to configure it here. But if you
Yes,
want to
sir.
change the icon, the launcher icon on your
Yes, sir.
iOS, you have to configure it here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, the build folder is very important. Do not delete it. You just leave it.
Yes.
Okay? Same goes with the iOS. Just as I have explained, it is a multi-platform, so it will use two different file systems, one Android, one iOS. Now,
Yes.
this is the most important part of your app, the library or lib.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you start your coding, all code must be inside the lib folder. Now,
Yes.
if you want to organize, it should be inside the lib folder. Example, I want to have another code here, and I want to have it data. So it's okay, no problem, as long as all of the code are inside the lib folder.
Yes, sir.
The starting point of your app is the uh, main point dart. It is the starting point of your app, main point dart. Do not delete this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you create a Flutter app, it will have this
Yes, sir.
file, main.dart, and it will contain a skeleton of a running application. This is the skeleton.
Yes, sir.
And so this is how you run the app inside the terminal, Flutter run. But if it's not working, you just go directly here, run without debugging or run debugging. But
Yes.
if you want, you can click terminal, new terminal here, and you'll be inside your Flutter application. When you type Flutter run, it will run the app. It will run it. Just wait for it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, before we wait, while we're waiting, I will explain to you what is called hot reloading and hot restarting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hot reloading and hot starting. So we'll wait for the application to finish running. So you will see what is hot reloading and uh, hot restarting. Okay. So look at the code. Look at the output here.
Yes, sir.
So you have your app here. Okay. Now let's go to this is your console, the bottom.
Yes, sir.
It's running. Now, if I want to change this title, Flutter demo homepage. Let's look for it. See, Flutter demo homepage. Okay, let's change it to my first app. And Control S, when you press Control S, mine is my, okay, go here, this one, press R. The terminal, press R. It will change it. Did you see it?
Yes, sir.
You have to save it first, Control S, then go to the terminal and press R. It will reload and change the title.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when you change the code on your application in a big way, that means you edited a lot of your code while your app is running, it will automatically implement hot restarting. It will restart the application. But if you edit it a little and you want to run it, it will implement hot reloading.
Yes,
Hot
sir.
restarting is pressing Shift R. That means the R is capital. R. So it will perform a restart. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
If you want to implement reloading, you press R, small letter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I will press Control C to stop it running. Control C. So terminate. Yes. Now it's not running anymore. So
Mm.
this the app, it's still here, but it's not running anymore.
Yes, sir.
I'll just close it. Okay. Another way for you to run the application is going here. Start without debugging. Now,
Mm.
when you do that, there is a main difference between the CLI
Yes, sir.
and the GUI. In the GUI, if you press run and start running, you will have this menu bar. You see it here, the top
Yes, sir.
one. Did you see it? This one
Yes, sir.
will appear. This one will automatically implement hot reloading and hot restarting. For
Mm.
example, I changed the name to Hello World and S. You see, it will automatically update it without pressing R.
Oh,
You just click Control S to save it. So my name is M. Tayan. Control S, it will automatically change it.
uh, yes, sir.
Did you see that? The main difference between running it inside the GUI and running it on the terminal.
Yes, sir.
It's far better to use this one
Uh,
because it's convenient.
yes, sir.
Every time you type a code, edit the code, and Control S, it will automatically update it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
See?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the code that is generated by Flutter when you create your first Flutter app is called the boilerplate code. This is the one.
Uh,
Okay. You can actually remove this if you want.
the
And,
comments, sir.
mhm.
Yes, sir.
So, how do we make an application in Flutter? There are actually several techniques and process. First,
Yes.
you have your UI element. What are your UI element? Those are the buttons,
Uh,
the text. Each of them are called
yes,
widgets. This
yes,
one,
sir.
widgets. Okay, we call them widgets.
Yes, sir.
Everything inside your app is called a widget. So basically, widget is the building blocks of your Flutter app. So when you put together different types of widget, you are actually composing. It's
Mm.
called the composition.
Yes, sir.
Now, everything in Flutter is a widget. And when you overlap each widget on your Flutter app, you basically create a widget tree. Example, there's a text box. Under the text box, there is an image. So you create wait, I'll just answer this, okay?
Yes, sir.
It's calling. Hello? Hello? Okay, so when you put different widgets, you create a tree, whether they are the widget is inside another widget or a widget is separate from a different widget. So you create a tree.
Yes, sir.
So example, this one. You have a widget. Example, the widget is a frame.
Yes,
Now, inside the frame, you have a text box, a column, a button, or a container.
yes, sir.
So you render actually a tree. With Flutter, you can have different types of layout depending on what widget you will deploy. You can create a list, a stepper, a divider, a simple dialog, an alert dialog, a bottom sheet. So
Mm-hmm.
all of these are accessible. If you want to learn more about the widgets and how to use them, you can
Yes,
access them here on flutter.io.widget.
yes, sir.
So these are example of Flutter design. So we have our Hello World app. Now let's start from the beginning. Without using the boilerplate code, we will create our own app, Hello World app. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
what we will do is we will delete all. We'll delete everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, first we need to import the widget. So we will type import and we will use a package. We'll use the Flutter widgets. That are okay. This is what we will be using.
Yes, sir.
Package. We will use a package Flutter widgets that Dart. Now, the starting point of a Dart main Dart is the main. So we create a void main. So this is our starting point. Then everything inside the main will need to be run by using the run command. To do that, you type run app.
Mm,
Now we will use a center widget. Center. Are you following along?
yes, sir.
Okay. A center widget as a child. A child is the value of the center widget. So we'll type child and we'll use a text widget. Text. Hello world. The text widget can have a value of text direction. Text direction. Text direction will be left to right.
Um, left, yes, sir.
See, you hot reload it. It will have the hello world.
Mm, from
Okay. Did it show this one?
not yet, sir.
It should be showing hello world. You have to, because we changed the wool code, you have to implement hot restart. Click this one to do a hot restart.
Package. Ah, one at some time, child, instance, alone, it's collection. Oh, yes, sir.
Is it working now?
Yes, sir.
You change it here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's style our text. This one. Let's put a style. Let's add a style, a text style. Let's put the font size to 50.0. The font weight will be font weight bold. Then press S. It should change. It's not changing. Put restart. Okay.
Um, yes, sir. Changed, sir.
Did it change?
Yes, sir.
Similar to this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's very good. Now, we'll start. If you look at your app, it's not that good in design because the background is all in black.
Yes, sir.
Now, to make it nicer, we can implement what is called as a scaffold. So we'll work with the scaffold and we'll work with the widget. So we'll delete all of this.
Yes, sir.
Delete all of this. Okay, did you delete it?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll import the package Flutter, material Dart. This one. This is the package that we'll use. Material Dart.
Page.
Then we'll create the void main. Okay. Now we will create our first material app. We'll type var app, that's the object. Then we'll use material app, this one.
Yes, sir.
Material app has several method or property. And one of those property is called home.
Home.
Yes. Now we'll use a scaffold with an app bar. The app bar has a method called app bar. Put a semicolon here. Then we'll run the app, and app. Then we'll press restart. Okay. See, you have the app. Let's put a title. Next. My first. Okay. My first app.
Yes, sir. Yes. Scaffold. Scaffold.
Is it working now?
It's
Did you get it? Did you get it?
it's oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Now, do you notice there is a debug here?
Yes, sir.
Did you see that? The debug.
Yes, sir.
We can actually remove that by going here, debug, check banner false. So when you run it again, it should remove the debug. Okay. So now your activity, you need to finish you need to finish this, okay? You have to practice. how to use these different type of widgets. Okay?
Uh, yes, sir.
Okay. This is the activity that you need to submit next week.
Hmm.
This one. It's already working here. Okay. Finish the activity and submit it next week. Okay?
Uh, Specifically what activities, sir? Only the also the
This one. This one.
Spanish number app, sir.
Yes. This is the first activity that you need to finish and submit next week.
Okay, sir.
And you can proceed with the second activity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more question? At least your app is already running.
Yes,
Okay, sir?
yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll leave you to it. You work with your activity,
Yes, sir.
submit it next week. Then you can proceed with the other activity on the presentation that I have sent you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, any more question before we end our session?
Mm, None, sir.
None? Okay.
Sir, also
Before,
next week is Saturday, sir.
yes,
Same time,
Saturday,
sir.
Saturday, you just need to submit all of the activities that I'll be posting.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Uh,
And I will be checking them, okay?
Sir, so the assignment is passing the activity, the
Yes,
Spanish,
all of the activities on the presentation.
all of it, sir.
Yes,
On the day
PowerPoint.
day 1.2, sir.
Yes. I'll select them, then post it to the group, okay?
Okay, sir.
At least you already have your app running.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you open your camera so I can take the attendance? Uh, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, just finish the activity and so I will provide the link for you where you can submit it.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
nice day.
Okay, sir.
Have a nice day.